Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Dallas Cowboys. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Set up, 15, Ronnie. 15 line. Here we go.
The first carry for Josh Adams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the in route. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Got it.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, check.
Back to throw here. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
It's going to be a long day. Hey, Charlie.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
On first down, Swift. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, Swift. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Big conversion. They were backed up deep to start the drive, able to pick up the first.
So the goal is at least a first down here, right? Pick up a first down, give yourself some breathing room, and if you have to punt after that, maybe you've helped with field position and you've helped out your defense.
And avoided a 3-and-out on their opening drive. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 13-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Switch. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Watch the run.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Wait.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. We're scoreless after one. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Swift, and he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 38, Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to it.
Helping to organize with your points. Well done.
A, B, and C.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, McLeod. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a give right side. Swift. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Jackson now. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Back up. On the go.
2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Let's go. 50, plant.
29, pick it up, guys, pick it up. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship, watch the ship.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, high 7.
29 is a mic.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier. Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Right here, right here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Here's Jackson to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Snap.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 17 yards out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Jackson on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Jackson. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. Trying to get it to Landry there. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now a give, right side. McLeod. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 43-yard line.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line. Check. 5.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught by Kirk. A huge play there on the screen pass. 41 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On second down, McLeod. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Let's go. Pick it up, Pete.
Hey, Delta.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah,
and the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Check 43. SOS.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Jackson. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
It's a gain of 15, but it's third.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
55, come on, guys, 55. Here it comes.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And Robinson with a big catch. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
It's a gain of 10.
Here we go,
First down, Baltimore.
Check 55, come on. Check 55.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a give right side. Swift. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And it's third down.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back.
I know he ain't got it. Check 20.
On third down, here's Eckler. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Forced out to his left.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Jackson to throw again. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Jackson. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16. Jackson now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it's 2nd down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Jackson. And he connects with Ertz. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
To throw again is Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Adam Thielen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now again, right side. McLeod down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll keep it on the ground. McLeod. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Eric Ebron, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
From the gun, Jackson, and that's incomplete. He was trying to force it into his receiver, Landry, but now it'll be third down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your...
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 14. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36, and he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. Now, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Jackson now off the bootleg. He's going to air one out. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off down at the 2. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they work this out past the 25. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
Telvin Smith that time there to make the play. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Out. Hatch it.
Look, squeeze. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Looking to throw. It's caught, Cooper. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marched off another 15 against your squad.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. McLeod, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
Set, ready? 30 base.
Watch the out. Watch the out.
Pilot, 64. Whip, they go.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Gay's kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On second and 9, Jackson flush to his right. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Crunch time, defense.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. On second and 12, Jackson going to let one fly for Robinson. And now here is another interception. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, and that takes us from second to third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that's going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now back to throw. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Well, not good at all. A punt of just 24 yards there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take him? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
54. Mike 54.
Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 36 yards on the play. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held him to 7. If he'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. McLeod, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now a give right side. McLeod, and for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. They'll drop the throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. After the interception, here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Check right 54. Right 54.
In your face.
Quick edge.
One last shot for Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So this one will end in a victory.